The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ash and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors build confidence and book smarter. So tonight's training is all about DMs that turn into deposits. I'm going to show you exactly how to start conversations that lead to real bookings and not dead ends. You'll learn what to say, how to follow up, and how to keep that energy strong so your messages actually convert. If you're live here, go ahead and drop a quick hello in the chat so that I know that you're with me. And of course, if you happen to catch this on a replay, make sure you comment #replay so that I know that you stopped by. And before we get started tonight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you'll never miss my weekly live trainings. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. I've got some good stuff for you guys tonight. I feel like this part of the booking process we never cover. And I feel also that a lot of our clients don't want to fill out the inquiry form all the time. They want to just talk to us. So, how do we talk to them? That's exactly what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to go into the whole follow up, how to continue it, even how to start it if you wanted to. We're going to go over the entire process, and man, am I excited. Now, a little bit of a table of contents. We're also going to talk about the biggest mistakes that advisors make in the DMs. We're also going to talk about how to do high converting messages. I'm going to give you scripts, messages, templates, and of course, you guys also might see it in very small print at the bottom, but I got a gift for you. I'm going to give you an entire kit so you guys can get started when it comes to doing the DMs. And I'm also going to give you some kind of stories that you guys can post to get DMs started to come in. Okay. So I have a lot of good stuff. But first, what makes DMs work for travel advisors? DMs are where relationships turn into. How many of you guys have actually had inquiries start with DMs instead of just a random, here's my inquiry, right? A lot of people feel more comfortable, like 90% of the travel sales, right? They start with the message and not just the link. A lot of people feel more comfortable when they get to talk to you before they actually even send an inquiry, right? So the goal here with this is to move from the I'm interested to the I'm ready to book stage. And we're going to follow through with that because that's what makes the DMs actually work. When we can take them, turn them in from just I'm curious to actually here's the deal, let's book it, right? So the biggest mistakes advisors make in the DMs. I love saying in the DMs, that just cracks me up. Okay, so sending long paragraphs. Please do not send people long paragraphs. And if you want to talk about multiple things or answer multiple questions, break up the paragraphs. And sometimes I even like to throw in emojis in there because when we're writing them, we don't know how it sounds, right? Like the tone is so hard to pick up in a direct message. It's not the same as us having a conversation. So we need to make it clear exactly what we're trying to say and how we're trying to say it, especially. Another thing, dropping the booking link too soon. If they are interested in a trip, do not just go, okay, yeah, fill out an inquiry form, have a great day. You need to talk to them about this trip. They're inquiring with you already. The form is just to put it in paper so we can go and actually search for what we're looking for, right? We're not going to remember every detail. Let's put it in a form. That's what the inquiry form's for. But the actual inquiry is starting when they first have that conversation, right? So if you just drop that link way too soon, you're going to shut them down. They're going to just stop. That's it, right? And I've had it to where I've had this happen to me. I got an inquiry from Travel Leaders Network. You guys probably know you can have yourself listed in the city based off of Travel Leaders Network. It's an agent universe. But I get inquiries from them all the time because I work really hard on that profile. And one time I had a guy inquire and he asked questions and he said he got me from Travel Leaders Network. And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Here's my link. Go ahead and fill out the details. He didn't fill it out. And that's why I'm teaching you guys this because I already know, right? Don't do that, because that's what I mean. I just sent him a link. He's like, okay, great, here's a link. Like, he wanted to have a conversation with me, right? So don't make that mistake. Just talk to them first. They would rather book with the human than they would rather book with the inquiry form and then the engine, right? Like, we don't want to be just like robotic about it. Next, talking about yourself instead of asking about them. Okay, you are allowed to throw some accolades in there. Okay, throw some accolades. Talk yourself. You did great. You did this. I've booked this before. Great. Okay, but you need to use this conversation to find everything that you can about them. Ask them questions. Ask their preferences. The more that you seem into actually taking care of them, the better chance you have at actually booking them. Right? Wasting time on unqualified bookers. Yes. Now, I have a whole training that I do. I haven't done it in a while. I need to update it. It's called Lookers and Bookers. If you search it on my YouTube channel, you'll find it, okay? It's probably one of the best trainings that I have that will help you stop the unwasted energy that we put into people that aren't going to book, okay? It just gives you a good guideline. Check it out, all right? But you have to qualify them before you get in too deep. You need to get the conversation started. Like, I've had somebody that inquired one time, and I booked a trip for him in the past, actually. But he was like, hey, sometime in the future, me and my girl, we're going to go explore Europe. Okay, well, when you're now in a few months, um, like that. Okay, he ended up actually breaking up with the girl, but regardless. Okay, well, when we know and we can start searching, that is not shutting him off. That's just setting like a, hey, I know that you're not serious. Like, don't waste my time. Have any of you guys had to deal with this yet? Like, we have a lot of people that want to do bookings, and that is a beautiful thing, right? We love that we are in a $9 trillion industry, but we have to set boundaries and figure out who's serious and who's not. Okay, you can easily do that in a DM very quickly, right? Next, not following up after I'll think about it. Okay, yes, we're going to talk about follow ups tonight too. Following up is probably one of the hardest things that travel advisors do. We don't like to follow up. I think because we're nervous, or maybe we have a fear of rejection, which I think is completely normal, right? Especially when you're doing something new. But you don't know until you follow up. And you could literally stop yourself from selling trips just because you didn't follow up, right? And then 3 months later, where do you see them? On the cruise ship, like taking a cruise, and you're just like, what? Like, like, we kind of hurt ourselves when it comes to that. So do not do that, okay? Make sure you always follow up. If they say no, they say no. If they don't respond, they don't respond. It is what it is, right? But at least you know. So now, the best way to fix it, as it says at the bottom, keep it conversational, short, and strategic. Always. Keep it straight to the point. Don't drift off. Just continue to the path of converting them to a DM, to a booking. The energy behind high converting DMs. Okay. We talked about energy last week, and I really think that stepping into 2026, we all need to fix our energy as a business. We all, like, I loved when I did the interview with Deidre. I don't know if you guys have seen that interview yet with Deidre, but in there, she said, if I could do it again, one of the things that I would do again is treat my business like a six-figure business in the beginning. I think a lot of us, when we first start, we're like, I'm nervous, I'm this. But if we go in with the energy, right, of no, this is what it is, this is what it's going to be. If we changed it, we would have high converting DMs. We would have conversations because we know what the goal is, right? So you're going to hear me talk about this all week. Actually, on Thursday, we are doing a 2025 business reset so we can step into 2026 with the right energy. So make sure you join me on Thursday for that at 5 p.m. PST. But regardless, the energy that you carry when you hit into that direct message is going to literally drag out how that conversation is going to go. If you hit them with a very, I'm curious, I'm confident, I'm warm, I'm inviting, you have a better chance of converting, right? But if you hit them with the, oh yeah, that sounds great, here's my inquiry form, just fill it out and I'll take a look at it, that's not going to do nothing, right? So people feel your energy through text. Speak with confidence, warmth, and curiosity, and not pressure. Especially, do not pressure them. No, no, no. Next, here we have an example. Hey, are you still thinking about booking? That is not a good follow up, right? Here's a good follow up. Hey, I was just thinking about your trip idea. I found something that you're going to love. Want to see? Oh, yes. I have done this before and I closed a booking this way. Yes, yes, yes. I did an inquiry one time and it was for I did a booking one time. It was for a lady that she wanted to go on a trip with her kids. It was like a new trip for her, like new beginnings things. And when I first sent it to her, she had something going on and she wasn't ended up booking. Like it's like she had to cancel it, right? Like she just wasn't going to do it. So then like a few months went by and I was like, hey, by the way, we're about to, start and we're about to start the new year. Are there any more trip dates that you have available that you're interested in? And then sure enough, she was like, actually, yes, I need to go in February. And I was like, well, we should do it now before wave season starts and it sells out. Let's go ahead and book it. Boom. I closed it just like that. Right. And it wasn't that she didn't want to book with me. And I think a lot of us think that when we get that message of like the shutdown, like you guys think, oh, well, they don't want to book with me. No, that you guys think this is real life. Like, I mean, right now we're in a shutdown right now. Right. Like, it's life. Like life is lifing, and sometimes it's not that we don't want to book with you. It's just we couldn't book right now, right? But that's not ever an end to a lead. We have to keep that lead warm because everybody wants to travel, right? We just have to get them at the right time of the buyer stage. So hey, I was thinking about your trip idea. I found something that you're going to love. Do you want to see? Absolutely. Pro tips. End every message with the question. Absolutely. Yes, yes. End it with the question. Keep the conversation going. Use emojis. I already told you. Use emojis to soften the tone because they don't know, they can't hear us. Okay. Then never open with pricing. Always open with possibility. Make sure that you keep all the options possible. When you put a price on it, you are now limited by that price. Do you agree with me? When you put a price on it, that's it. Like that's the budget, that's the cut, okay? So, don't sell yourself short by pricing it too early. Always open it with, well, we could do this and we could do that, or we can even look here, right? We want to keep all those options available. DM flow framework. Okay. So this is going to be, I'm going to give you guys two examples. The first one I'm giving you here is how to convert them. And then the next one I'm going to give you is the starter version. Okay. So in this setting, they have already been into our inbox. Like we are attracting them, we're building it in. We're not just like going straight to the DM. Okay. So we attract them normally. This is very popular. Good way to do it. Use story prompts to get people to DM you. If there's story prompts, if it's a caption, DM me, anything that can pull them into the DM in general. You want this lead magnet, DM me this, right? We want to take that like attraction magnet, lead magnet, whatever you want to use, some type of DM me here, and then pull them into the inbox, right? Then what I want you to do is I don't want you to just drop the sale. I don't want you to just drop the package. I don't want anything like that. I want you to build a rapport with them. Ask about them. Ask them why they're inquiring about this. Get to know your client. Get to know your lead, okay? Then I want you to start when they start talking about the trip, whatever they DM'd you and about beach, okay? But then now we're talking about beaches, and now they're thinking about going to Cancun. Now we need to qualify them, and we need to make sure it actually fits them. When are you thinking about going? Who is going to go with you? What are you doing this for? Right? Get the intent of the trip. Get the timing of the trip. This is the same thing as an inquiry form. We're just building it live. That's all we're doing, right? Then we're going to send a couple of recommended ideas. You don't have to technically do a full like quote unquote, okay? Start with ChatGPT. If you're not like I'm not 100% sure they want to book yet, let me send them a couple ideas. Start with ChatGPT, send that into their DM, right? We're chilling in there. Let them think about it. And then when they come through with the, I really like this, okay? Then we put that into a quote. Then that's what we send them. And then we take that and that's where we go into closing, right? Now the closing is a whole different type of training. And I have a closing a sale training that I highly recommend if you struggle with that. The closing part is going to be based off what you provide them, the value in what you provide them, what it costs, if it meets their budget. Like that is a whole different type of conversion, right? But the fact that you are able to attract somebody from a DM that pulls them into it, that brings it to an inquiry that can lead to a booking, is the type of conversion that you want, right? Then, of course, with the closing, they suggest let's lock in this with your deposit so I can secure the best rate. Yeah, okay, that's a great closing. But I'm telling you that close is a whole different story, right? The closing is going to depend on the entire booking itself, right? So that is how we do the DM flame flow framework. A lot of you guys, like I said, you also just skip these steps. You guys just go straight in for the I want to do a booking. Yes, we want bookings, but we need to talk to these people before we book them, okay? Now, let's just say we didn't really just like get to the part of they just slide into our DM. We got to start, we got to backtrack a little bit, okay? We got to do the foundation to how do we get them into the DM. So, starter DMs that open the door. DMs don't have to be awkward, they just need to feel personal and curious. Start like a friend, but guide like a pro. I'm telling you, this training, I'm just dropping, I'm going to make so many clips out of this training, right? That's just gems on gems on gems. Yes. Start like a friend, guide like a pro. That is the best ways you guys can get bookings. I promise you, you will get a booking faster by taking care of your client than you will by sending them an inquiry form. I think, do you agree? Like that connection that we have the ability to build with our relationships is what turns into referrals, which turns into that repetitive business. How we take care of our client today, as I'm going to say, is how they take care of us tomorrow, literally, right? So, 3 types of starter DMs: compliment and curiosity. Oh my God, I love your travel photos. Have you been anywhere warm this year? Perfect. It's not weird. It's not gross. They know you're a travel agent. They know what you're doing. Okay, here we are. We started the conversation, right? You mentioned needing a vacay. What's your dream destination right now? Perfect. That is a great starter DM. It's not gross. It's not salesy. We're not cold calling. We're not spamming. Nothing. Right? If they are interested, you will be able to tell. If even if they're not interested, that doesn't mean it's not a warm lead. Right? It doesn't mean that you can't ever talk to them again. You have now entered into a new space for them. Oh, she's actually interested in my travel. Hold on. The next time they want to travel, you have a great opportunity of popping up in their mind, right? Next, post engaging story prompts. Maybe you don't want to start directly inside of their messaging center, okay? You can easily do a AI photo and then put over it, need a vacay soon, DM me yes. That's an automatic, let's pull them into the DM, right? If I could send you on a beach trip under 1,000K, would you go? And then when they respond, but like this is a story. We all know what stories are, right? Like on Instagram, Facebook, it's going to be like a picture or a video. Put the words over it. That's all you have to do right there. Okay. They will respond to it. When they respond to it, of course, it goes to our direct message. And then when they respond, haha, I love that. Do you have a destination in mind or should I surprise you with options? Right? Like that's a great conversation opener. Like if they responded with a yes, then you would normally just go, okay, here's my inquiry form. Don't do that. That question is the opening. That's the starting part, right? Then let's just say they liked something on your page. You can still enter their DM this way too. If you've noticed, especially if the more they're liking your stuff, if they comment on stuff, that's a lead. They're interested. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Pull them in. Hey, I saw you liked my cruise deal. Are you more beach or adventurous style? Or hey, thanks for showing love on my Cancun post. Have you been before? All right, now we've understand how to start them and we know how to convert them, right? Let's talk about a couple of scripts and messages templates that you guys can get a rough idea how to really have these conversations, okay? If somebody were to initially inquire with you, I want you to respond in a message, right? Direct message with a hey, thanks for reaching out. What kind of trip are you dreaming of? Relaxing, adventure, or a little bit of both? That's opening the realm, right? Next, after they share that info, perfect. I got a few ideas that could totally fit your vibe. Want me to send you 2 quick options? Oh, here we go. We've opened the window. Now we're converting. Now, if they go quiet in this, hey, just checking in. The deals have been super popular and I didn't want you to miss it. Especially if I have a deal that's relating to their inquiry, send it to them. Okay. Then when it's time to close, always we close with a deposit, right? Let's get that sealed. Let's secure your spot with a deposit, then we can add all the fun extras later. It's the best way to do it. A lot of people, when they book trips, they think that they have to book the whole trip at one time. And that's where we can come in and go, oh, no, let's just do a deposit here first so we can secure the booking. And then we can come in and add all that other stuff, right? That's a great way to close. Love that. Now, follow up framework. Follow up equals caring, not chasing. Day 1. Hey, I just wanted to message, let me know, just checking. And then if you don't hear anything by day 3, if you're still interested, this one's booking fast, so I want to keep you in the loop, okay? If you don't hear anything by the day 7, okay, that's the last time. I get it. We get it, right? Quick question. Are you still planning for the season or later? These are simple follow-ups. Now, normally people don't have to ever go to day 7. Normally people will just tell you like, no, like I can't do it right now, or things have changed, right? I just had one the other day that was a group. And then I always have these with groups, especially with girls. They go back and forth. If you booked groups, I book a lot of groups. And so the girls were going back and forth, and then 2 of them canceled, and they're like, we can't do it right now. So that happens. Okay, does that mean that they're never going to book with me? Absolutely not, right? So it would be perfectly fine if I hit her up in a few months and I said, hey, by the way, you guys still planning? Like, what happened? Like, let me know. Do you guys want to plan a trip? Right? Make sure you guys are always following up, and when you're following up, give them value, give them a new idea, right? Are you still planning for this season or later? That's value, because I'm not just hopping in there directly saying, are you going to book with me? No. What are you still planning? What's going on? Keep me updated. This way, it's like you're connected to them, but you're not pressuring them at the same time. All right, tools and systems. You guys know I always have to provide these with you, because what if you want to actually start doing it right now, right? So make sure you're always using your Meta Inbox Business Suite. I feel like Facebook and Instagram are the 2 best ways you can communicate with people. Start there. Jot form. I don't really like. There's another inquiry form. Oh, Google Forms. I don't like Google Forms. I always miss the inquiries. So I always do all of my inquiry forms through Jotform. I do have a training on that if you need it. But Jotform, awesome. Keep that up. Now, CRM or Google Sheet. Now, I actually am going to give you a DM tracker today that you can do on Google Sheets. But if you have a CRM system that keeps up with your clients, even better. A free one, a good one would be system.io. They have a free part where you can set up campaigns and all that. Okay. Then I also recommend, yes, I have them in my notes in my phone for the saved replies, but even if you have Canva templates, whatever you want to do, okay, get like a whole set of quick responses, quick inquiries, however you want to word it, like have that in place. And I'm going to give you some today, but they're really helpful when you're in a bind and you just want to reply something. Grab one of those, reply it, keeps it cute, professional, all the above, right? So those are my tools and systems. All right, now let's talk about the bonus gift. This is going to be the DM starter kit. Now, if you want this, go ahead and comment DM magic, okay, on the replay, or of course drop it in the chat so I can go ahead and send it to you. But let's take a look at what it actually is, okay? So we have the kit here. This is what it looks like. It's called the DM starter kit. There's an introduction of what the whole purpose of it is. And then I have a bunch of good stuff in here. Okay. So we have a DM starter script pack. This is 20 copy and paste conversation openers for every niche that I could possibly think of. So honeymoons, family travel, cruises, girls trips, bucket list inquiries. You can take these, okay, put a photo on your story, put a photo in your lead magnet. I don't care where you take them, okay? You can easily put these somewhere, or you can even message it to somebody for all I care, okay? Several ways you can do this, but these are just starters. This is a way to start the conversation, okay? So, cruises, girls trips, bucket list, all right? I feel like that covers 90% of what you guys do. So, use those. Then, oh, there we go. Then we'll have the 5-step DM flow just in case you guys get stuck on this. This is what we went over. You guys can kind of get the idea of how to do it. And then story and real prompt list. So these are great ways to kind of just, put them in there on top of what I just showed you, just extras. So need a vacation soon, DM yes. What's your 2020 dream destination? Okay, guys, feel free to use these and always, of course, reuse the ones that work the best. Then I even have this DM tracker here. Okay, if you click on it, looks like this. And then this is one of my ways that I do to like keep up with who all my leads are, because man, especially 3 years in, I forget who I talk to a lot. So if I have a conversation with somebody, I do this. All right. So you guys can have that. Now, of course, we all should know if you hit the file button, you make a copy, then you can edit it. Okay. So you guys don't have to ask me permission to use the documents, just make a copy. You can even do so inside the DM kit. Okay. So then we have how to use this kit and then just a closing note for me. Okay. But I feel like this way you guys don't forget what I'm showing you because I show you guys so much, right? So this should be a good starter kit for you guys when you guys want to start sliding into people's DMs, right? Oh, you know what? I forgot to share it, didn't I? I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm just reading. All right. So let me go ahead and grab real quick and I will post it in the chat for you. All right. You guys should have it. Next, real quick. So, what do we do? I just gave you. Let me explain. So, what I want you to do, just a little challenge for you guys this week. I want you to do a story or a reel or anything that invites somebody into the DMs. Okay. I want you to kind of keep it up to where that's like your comment here or DM me here. Make sure that it's pulling them to the DMs. Then I want you to practice that 5-step DM flow. When somebody inquires, carry it out. See how far you can bring it into a booking. And then if you happen to get a booking through the DMs, okay, I want you to share your first win in our group. Most of you guys are already in my group. I created a travel advisor help group. Let me find it real quick. Yeah. I created a travel advisor help group, and it's literally just facebook.com/groups/travel advisor group. Okay. Or advisor help. It'll be in the description. But this group basically, guys, it's just we post wins, we talk about questions, any of the trainings that I'm doing, you can all find them in there. So everybody's in here. There's no restrictions on who join. It's just a group to help travel advisors. So feel free to join. And if you guys get a good win, make sure that you guys let me know and put hashtag books so that I can see you. Okay. So that is all I have for you guys today. I'm going to head over to my studio now. So if you have questions or if you still need the kit, make sure you comment DM Magic so that I can post it back in the chat for you. But if not, make sure you guys hop on tomorrow. We are going to be doing, what are we doing tomorrow? The 3-post system that keeps your calendar full. So we're going to be going over just the 3 different types of posts that honestly can keep you going. And I feel like these are very important so you guys already know what to post in case you get into like a little bind, right? And then on Thursday, we're also going to talk about your 2025 travel business reset blueprint. Love that, right? So make sure you guys, of course, join me tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST, where we will go over that 3-post system that keeps your calendar full. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, head over to my studio. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them there.